It's the Gig Guy London. It's Monday the 25th of February 2019 and I'm here at Parliament Square. We're at the scene of the black cab protest. Now it's all clearing up at the moment. It's approaching 4 o'clock and the private hire industry is due to turn up in force to take over this square for their protest. Don't know who came up with that idea, but didn't really go down too well, and I don't really see these black cabs going to be in a rush to kind of move to kind of get things started for the private hire guys. Anyway, black cab drivers, what are they complaining about? What are they protesting about? So apparently there's been a raft of changes and legislation that's been thrust upon them by Transport for London, which is going to affect their day-to-day living and their livelihood. Now, number one is time span on their vehicles. So it's always been 15 years, and now this is going to be brought down to 12 years. Now, as we know, to buy a new black taxi is an expensive process. Yeah, so a lot of blood, sweat and tears goes into buying and maintaining these vehicles. And to have the age limit reduced by 3 years, that's 3 years out of pocket, because those extra 3 years they could be making some nice paper, but instead they're having to look into reinvesting into another vehicle. Okay, number two, they have the TXE, yeah, which is the new plug-in hybrid taxi with a mileage of, with a range of 80 miles on a good day. That's if you don't play the radio, that's if you don't have air conditioning on, that's if you don't have the heating on, yeah? So, and on a bad day, I've heard that it goes down to like 40, 50 miles, yeah? On electric only, zero emissions, okay? Not only that, the TXE, the company that makes TXE, LEVC, they've announced job losses. So what does that say about the future of the manufacturer of the currently the only vehicle that black cab drivers are allowed to buy? Yeah, the Mercedes Vito taxi and the little bubble car, well, not the little bubble car, I don't want to call it that, but the TX4 and the TX5. Now, black cab drivers are not allowed to buy those vehicles anymore. So they have one option, yeah, which is an electric vehicle or a plug-in hybrid vehicle, which currently meets the standards. They have no fully electric vehicle, even though TfL's plan is to have zero emissions all over the UK, well, all over London, shall I say. And so they're in a bit of a pickle, really. Now, what has been suggested, reading like comments and articles online, is that black cab drivers should be able to at least buy a Euro 6 diesel vehicle like the Mercedes Vito or the TX4, which is Euro 6. Now, is the black cabs leaving? Can you hear them in the background? Yeah, I support you guys. Now, in terms of the Euro 6 capable vehicles, yeah, these diesels, there's a lot of stick going on about how unclean diesel vehicles are. However, TfL's got this clean air policy, the ultra low emission zone, and they obviously want the private hire industry and the black cab industry to go zero emissions by 2025. Whether that happens or not, I have no idea. Now, in terms of the nitrogen oxide emissions from Euro 6 diesel vehicles, they're a lot cleaner, yeah, than Euro 5 and Euro 4 diesel vehicles. So these Euro 6 vehicles are coming under the limit, yeah, way under the limit. They're producing just a fraction of the nitrogen oxide that, I mean, older models or older engines would have done. Yeah, so in my view, they're just amazing for London, yeah. In the interim, yeah, and I think black cabs should be given an option on what vehicles to drive. They shouldn't just be told they've got to drive one vehicle alone. What else is there? Also, what have they got? Their sweet spot, as one YouTuber put it, yeah, or one commenter, somebody who commented on my channel. They said that the sweet spot for black cab drivers is zone 1, yeah, okay, and this is where they do most of their trade, in zones 1 and 2, yeah, okay. You've got 20,000 black cab drivers plying their trade around here, and Transport for London have not only put up this cycle super highway, which slows down everything, yeah, which in turn has an effect on black cabs drivers' livelihoods, yeah, and private hire drivers, but we're going to talk specifically about black cab drivers at the moment, yeah. But they've also got plans to pedestrianise Tottenham Court Road, yeah, which is a major artery out of Soho, yeah. If you're going north towards Camden, I don't know where everyone's going to go, yeah. They've already stopped black cabs from driving in Bank Junction, yeah. So it's just buses and cycles, yeah, between set hours. And now they've reduced Midland Road from 4 lanes to 2 lanes to put in some extra wide cycle lanes. I don't know why they've done that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So now we're going to get congestion, and it's going to be spreading far and wide over zone 1. As I said before, this is where the black cab trade do most of their work, yeah. So everyone who's got a green license or a green badge, don't know what you call them, but this is where they apply for hire, you know. So it's going to have a real effect on a long-standing industry that's been around since horse and cart, yeah. So black cab drivers, if you're watching my channel and you want to, feel free to comment on any of the issues I just raised. Leave a comment below. I'd like to speak to some of you guys actually, just to see your view on how the whole industry as a whole and Transport for London's policies are having an effect on you and your trade, and I mean your livelihood and your family life, etc., etc. Like, share, comment below, and this is the Gig Guy London signing out from Parliament Square, Monday the 25th. Peace.